Hello there, and welcome back to my garden, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I thought we would sit and have a talk and have an update. I'm going to pick up the camera in a little bit and show you around, because it's been about 3 weeks since I had an update, and everything is growing so well. I just have to share, I'm so excited. I was just sitting here, and we're going to talk about this too. And that's actually my videos are always multi-purpose, but one of the main things that I'm going to highlight is the treatment for this. But today is June 30th, and right now it's the calm before the storm. So I always like to take a video of my garden before a storm hits, and right now it's in Philadelphia, which is pretty close to where I am, and I can hear it in the background. So I have to make this video quick before the storm comes, and they're talking about high and damaging winds. So we've had pretty amazing weather. Not enough rain though, so I'm happy for the rain. We had a storm come through last night, but luckily the garden didn't get any damage. And you know, I'm excited to show you around to see how everything's been growing in, because like I said, it's been 3 weeks, and right now it's 87 degrees, so it's pretty hot. It's been very hot and humid. Now, I've also been very, 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 very busy in the garden, and I just used the weed whacker the other day, and it is pretty heavy, but I have this injury. So this is lateral epicondylitis, and I think I'm pronouncing it right, or if I'm wrong, somebody correct me, but this is also known as tennis elbow, or now I'm calling it gardener's elbow, because I did this gardening. So I just wanted to share with you how I treat it myself at home to heal it. So what I have here is I have saran wrap on it, and then also a piece of gauze. And then I have the saran wrap covering it because there's oil in there. So this is a method that I researched and I learned about from the Edgar Cayce readings. So this is castor oil. It's called a castor oil pack. And castor oil, so I gotta make sure I'm explaining this okay. But I'm not a doctor, I have to say that. I just am telling you what I do to my body, but you need to check in with your doctor before you make any changes. I'm just showing you what I do. So I use this castor oil, and I put it on gauze. Now, before I did that, I also coated it with this hemp cream, because this is an anti-inflammatory, and this is an anti-inflammatory. And then I have ants everywhere. I also recommend, I have ants and spiders, sorry. I recommend boswellia extract. It says healthy joint support, but this is a really good anti-inflammatory. This is a good for a lot of things, so do some research. It's called boswellia serrata, and it is also known as frankincense. And then also, as well as turmeric, this is also an anti-inflammatory. So this is what I use for pain. I take this every day. I take this every morning when I wake up on an empty stomach, along with neem. And that helps to control the inflammation in my body from the arachnoiditis that I have, as well as having joint problems from being on steroids for years. So I also have Lyme's disease. So there are quite a few things that I do for myself and then, you know, of course I have pain every day. So there's a lot of different things that I do. So that's why I'm sharing these videos, to give you some ideas of things that you might want to consider trying. Another thing that I do, so how about we'll get back into this. So now what I did was, after I put the hemp cream on it, then I put the gauze on it, then I put the castor oil on it, and then I had my husband wrap it in the plastic wrap, and then I had it sitting for a while with the heating pad on it. And I laid in bed, and you know, let this therapy work. Now, you can leave it on as long as you want to, because the more you leave it on, the more it benefits, because it gets into the skin, it gets, you know, underneath of your skin, and it actually repairs and heals. So I encourage you to do your own research about that. But I just wanted to share, this is how I treat this. And so earlier today I was, you know, working in the garden, and it was really starting to hurt, and that was because yesterday I was using the weed whacker. So I thought, okay, today I need to give it a treatment. And already I have more movement in it, because I was having a hard time cutting my herbs. I was harvesting things, and I'm like, okay, it's time to take a break and take care of this right away, because I can make it worse, and I don't want to, because it's healing. And that's another thing, is you got to tune into your body and really listen to it, and don't push yourself harder than you need to. There's no point. So that's what I'm doing a lot today, is resting, because I did take care of the grass and the weed whacking, and that's a lot. That's a lot for me, and so I've had to take a break. And plus, also pruning everything, and I replanted some stuff. So let me actually grab the camera so I don't make this too long, and I'll take you for a spin around. Now I see we're already 6 minutes in, so let me show you what I was looking at. So I'm just, you know, I'm sitting here and talking in the beginning of this video, and just looking around at all these tomatoes, and I'm just so joyful. In fact, I came out today and just, you know, just was looking at my work and looking everywhere, and realizing, and look over here with these tomatoes, and then look at all these beans, and I'm realizing, oh my God, I have so much healthy food for my family. And I actually started to cry because I was just overwhelmed with joy of, you know, being able to do this. And look at the cucumbers. We've been eating these like every day. So good. And look at this big one. I gotta pick that one. But I was just so joyful. I was just moved to tears, because I just feel so, oh wow, just satisfied. It's very satisfying. Now I think if you look back at the last video, you can see how much this has grown in. So this is Pepper Paradise, and I come out here every day, and I come out with my coffee, and actually it really excites me. I can't wait to wake up in the morning to see what is growing and to see how it's growing. And like even right here, look at this. Look at that big guy. Isn't that awesome? That's an acorn squash. We got some delicata squashes over here. Look at that. Like, this is so exciting to me. So exciting. We got tomatoes over there, right? And I showed you all these tomatoes. Now, if we walk around here, all these are peppers. Look at that. And I got pumpkins. I got in between here, I've even got some gherkins that are gonna share some space with these tomatoes. Now, I do realize I did crowd everything in, but I'm pruning it a lot. You can see everything is not really crowding in too much. And I'm constantly guiding these up here. And I really love this method so far, because I can see, you know, where all my tomatoes are, and it gives them space to continue to expand. So like this, I'm going to be pushing that back when it gets big enough. And so I kind of like zigzag it in and out. So let's walk over here, because I want to show you the bee balm. I'm in love with this bee balm. It's the most spectacular color, purple, like lavendery purple. It smells amazing. The bees absolutely love it. Look at them. They love it. This has always got activity on it. And when the butterflies come, they love this. The hummingbirds. And here's the St. John's wort, and I've harvested a bunch of that already. I let it flower, and then we've got rue right here, which makes such a great seed pod for dried flower arrangements. Look at that. Is that cool or what? And then look at, that's beautiful. Beautiful sage. We got our echinacea that's beginning to bloom, and you notice there's no more valerian. You see out there, that's the carrot. The carrot's blooming over there. So we're in a different phase now. I took down all the foxglove. That was all done. All the valerian, that's all done. And now the next things are growing, like the castor. We got the sunflowers. We have some zinnias spread about. We still have our mullein. We still have the parsnips here. But they are going to seed, and I'm going to let them go to seed and spread themselves around because I really like the way that looks. And we have a little bit of a beetle problem back there we got to figure out. And look at this over here. These kale, this is winter boar kale. Look at that kale. That kale looks amazing, but it is starting to get infested with the little harlequin stink bug, so I have to consider what kind of treatment I can use. And then look at all the tomatoes. I have everything very crowded in here. I have some more greens here, some more tomatoes there. Walk around here. I got some more greens over here. This is red boar kale. Look at that. Is that beautiful or what? And then in between there, you can see there's cucumber there. So I really, really went overboard. I mean, I don't know, is it overboard? I mean, I really just put everything that I had, all my energy, into creating this garden. You know, with the purpose of creating healthy food for my family and also being a source of herbal medicine for different herbal remedies. And, you know, I'm just so pleased I was successful. So I hope this inspires you to look into gardening as a form of therapy. It definitely has improved my life in a huge way. And just being able to come out here, I'm just excited to come out here every day. Just so excited. And today I gotta go harvest those. The blackberries. And look, I replanted this from what was in here. Now we've got squash. I love squash. We got celery, we got peppers, we got tomatoes. My greens, all these greens are gonna come out because they're getting infested. They're drawing the bugs in. There's too many bugs. So I'm just gonna replant things because I have a nursery. Oh, look at these. Look at these. They are just beautiful. And over here, elderberry. This is my first year with this because last year is when we planted it and it just grew last year. It didn't get the elderberries. So look at that. So I will be definitely making lots of medicines out of that. And tonight my project is to make blackberry pie. Look at all these blackberries. I have to pick them. I was trying to talk one of my daughters into helping me, but actually she has to get ready for work. So, and look, there's my first sunflower. So excited. Now this bed I'm gonna clean out because look at the feverfew, it just took over. I saved a lot of that for seed and now I'm gonna move it somewhere else. And look at this side. Whoa. So this side got a little out of control. And so I've had to leave it just go wild. And now this is like wild. And there's things growing in there. I'm not sure how successful I'm going to be, but there's some zucchini. I've got beans. This is black-eyed pea beans in there. I got my sunflowers over here. We got more tomatoes. You can see them back there, but they're all falling over because I didn't get back there in time to pick them up. And so I don't know. I don't know what to do with this. But look at this. Look at that fennel. Look at that. That's nothing. You gotta, oh wait, come on, focus. You gotta see this other one. Uh-oh, we got an emergency in town. Maybe my video is getting too long, but look at this. I just love this. This is fennel, and it's got a sunflower next to it, and oh my God, it's so beautiful. It's gotta be like 10 feet tall. It's amazing. I'm gonna see if I can move that, put that around front. So here's this bed. We got our echinacea coming in. And what else? Not sure if my hydrangea likes this area or not. I thought it would be in bloom by now, but it looks healthy. We're just waiting for it to bloom. So that's it. I think I went everywhere. I just love sharing this because I love it. I just love being out here and interacting with nature and my plants, and It's just beautiful. It's very inspiring. So I hope this inspires you to have a garden of your own. You'll love it. So until the next video, I'll see you later. Bye.